started at Whaley School over 10 years ago.
At that time, Whaley looked and felt like an institution. The walls were all white. There were no bulletin boards that were decorated, no school art to be seen throughout the school, and it didn't look like a school, but more like a hospital. I immediately started putting colors on our walls, our school colors in fact, so that our students could feel a sense of pride when they walked through the doors. I quickly realized that what I had been doing in my previous school with social emotional learning was imperative to begin here at Whaley. We need to use Maslow before Bloom. Maslow meaning that we need to meet students where they are each and every day emotionally. Did they have breakfast? Were they warm? And had they had enough sleep the night before? We needed to begin meeting our students' basic needs before starting to work on behaviors, let alone academics. There was a huge learning curve for folks. Where we were once a school trying to bring compliance to students so that they could transition back to their neighborhood school, now we were working toward making sure that students were safe, fed, and clothed before we required students to comply either behaviorally or academically. The mind shift was a tall task. We began our PBIS, or Positive Behavior Interventions and Support System, in my second year at Whaley. The buy-in for this to be effective was a daunting task. The staff wanted to keep doing what we had been doing in the past, or statements like, "We've always done it this way," would creep out every once in a while. It took several years for our staff to realize that it was not a one-off system. Instead, it would be a way of Whaley's day from here on out. Slowly, things began to change, and our once poor reputation of housing all the bad kids became one of positivity. We were doing great things for kids. We continue to grow our school in ways that were best practices for all students, not just students that exhibited behavior. Whaley became a national showcase school for capturing kids' hearts in 2020 and has received that award 2 more times. CKH is a transformational process focused on social emotional well-being, relationship-driven campus culture, and student connectedness. That same year, we were the only school in Alaska awarded the Distinguished School for Mental Health and Wellness. The staff went over and above to ensure our students were taken care of, physically, mentally, and emotionally. That spring, the pandemic hit. Our staff rose to the occasion, knowing that we needed to continue our work, whether we were online or in person. We did driving parades and visited each of our students' homes regularly. We continued to show that we were there for our students and will continue throughout this most difficult time. Along with our leadership team, I did not forget to take care of our staff during the pandemic. We visited them, dropped off gifts, from a distance of course, and I also wrote them cards telling how much they meant to me and our school. I knew that we needed to get back to school. Our student needed more normalcy, as did our staff. Our staff needed to be doing what they did best. I knew that we were better together, and that became our motto. In January of 2021, Whaley School came back in person to help better serve our students. And while this was a difficult time, and at times continues to be difficult, our staff has persevered in doing what's best for our students each day. Care first, teach always.